Right now, both businesses and consumers are navigating uncertain times. It's common to experience ups and downs in the business world. And currently, PepsiCo, the company behind Pepsi and numerous popular snack and beverage brands, might be experiencing a downturn. Unfortunately, these downturns can significantly affect employees, especially when layoffs occur. Over the past several months, this has been the unfortunate reality for hundreds of employees. Let's be honest, there are often legitimate reasons for plant closures and layoffs. These can include inefficiencies in plant design, especially in older buildings that may lack modern technology or the capacity for upgrades without substantial and costly renovations, or the need to adjust supply chains to better align with market demands. However, layoffs are undeniably difficult for the workers affected, and the closure of a plant can have a devastating impact on the local community. Here are 6 factories that have been affected. Last year, Christmas was tough for some PepsiCo employees in Ohio. On December 28, 2024, PepsiCo ceased its production operations at its plant in Cincinnati, Ohio. In the Workers' Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act, notice sent to the 136 affected employees, PepsiCo stated that it was providing information about other job opportunities and actively working to relocate them to nearby facilities. Employees were informed of the layoffs on October 28th, giving them 2 months' notice, which is precisely the requirement under the California WARN Act. As production operations wind down at the facility, PepsiCo has announced that they will maintain a scaled warehouse at the site. The company released a statement explaining that although manufacturing has been reduced in Cincinnati, the location will not be entirely closed. PepsiCo stated, "We are optimizing our manufacturing network, and as a result, we have stopped production at our Cincinnati facility. We will continue operating a scaled warehouse at this location." On the very same day that the Cincinnati facility closed, 27 PepsiCo employees in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, faced a similar situation. These laid-off workers included individuals from production, warehouse, and transport roles, and they were also given 2 months' notice to find new employment opportunities. Earlier this year, on October 28th, Pepsi announced its decision to close a bottling plant in Chicago, resulting in the loss of 150 union jobs. The plant, which was 60 years old, faced what the company referred to as physical limitations. While this reason is understandable, it highlights a more significant underlying issue. The closure in Georgia affected a smaller plant compared to others, impacting fewer than 50 employees. While details about the Atlanta bottling plant's closure are scarce, we do know it occurred later last year, similar to other closures. Each lost job reflects a unique story of difficulty and resilience. Earlier this year, the situation was grim for the 287 PepsiCo employees in Liberty, New York. In May 2025, layoffs started at a Popcorners plant. Popcorners are essentially popped tortilla chips available in various flavors, such as white cheddar and kettle corn. PepsiCo has announced the closure of the Popcorners plant, which will result in layoffs for nearly 300 employees. The company acknowledged the plant's significant contribution to producing the popular Popcorners brand. However, they explained that the combined pace of growth for this product line and the broader industry has made it challenging to maintain the site's long-term viability. Frito-Lay, a subsidiary of PepsiCo, is known for producing popular chips like Cheetos, Tostitos, Fritos, and Lay's. The Frito-Lay plant in Rancho Cucamonga, California, has been in operation for 55 years and employs approximately 480 people. Fortunately, the Rancho Cucamonga site will continue to support its warehouse, distribution, fleet, and transportation teams, which means not all of those 480 employees will be affected by the layoffs. While the exact timing of the layoffs remains uncertain, the announcement came in June 2025. Based on trends from previous closures, it's reasonable to expect the layoffs might occur roughly 60 days later. Some have pointed to uninspiring earnings in 2024 as a factor leading to the wave of closures. Although PepsiCo has not officially disclosed the reasons behind the layoffs, we can make some educated guesses considering the economic turbulence experienced over the last few years. Inflation is gradually improving, having decreased to 2.67% from 2.97% the previous year. However, the ideal inflation rate is generally around 2%. This situation increases business costs, which eventually leads to higher prices for consumers. While Trump's tariffs are not new information, they still significantly impact PepsiCo's expenses. For instance, a 25% tariff on aluminum substantially raises the cost of cans for PepsiCo products. PepsiCo is also striving to streamline its operations, aiming to reduce costs and enhance efficiency. PepsiCo's earnings per share for the quarter ending March 31, 2025, came in at $1.33, marking a 10.14% decline compared to the previous year. This is quite a contrast to the 5.95% increase in EPS from 2023 to 2024, highlighting a shift in trends that isn't particularly favorable. As economic uncertainty grows and the cost of living rises, consumers are becoming more cautious with their spending. When budgets tighten, non-essential items like soda and snack foods are often the first to be cut. Recent news has revealed a scheduled plant closure later this year on September 27. According to PepsiCo's WARN notice, the company will cease production, maintenance, and transport operations at one of its plants in Detroit, Michigan. Despite this, PepsiCo assures that its warehouse, fleet, delivery, sales, and field service technician teams will remain operational at the Detroit location. Since the end of 2024, PepsiCo has laid off hundreds of employees across 6 different locations nationwide, and this process is ongoing. Some of these locations continue to operate with a reduced workforce, reflecting PepsiCo's efforts to streamline operations and cut costs rather than permanently closing these sites. Many companies are taking similar steps to adjust their operations in response to changing economic conditions. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to The Coconut Mama on YouTube at youtube.com/@thecoconutmama for more.